The thing is, bro, that we've both been tricked. They lied to us, and we've been tricked in thinking that we need SMMA, that SMMA is the solution to all of our problems. We've been tricked in thinking that we will finally be satisfied with our lives if we do SMMA. But the problem is, and that is the thing why it will not work for you, or at least why it has not worked for me, it is because it is not following our purpose. And now you may be thinking, yeah, well, what the hell is this purpose? And there are many definitions out there, but my personal definition of purpose is doing what you love doing, to create the impact that you want to create on the way towards achieving the goals that you want to achieve. And so if you're similar to me, then SMMA only fulfills one of those three options, which is the part of the goal. We want to be financially free, right? But if you're also similar to me, then you don't fucking care about chiropractors and sending out cold emails the whole day long just to try to get some deals is not what you love doing, right? And so very simply, SMMA is not fulfilling your purpose, which means that it will make you feel empty. But now you may be asking yourself, yeah, but I don't know what my purpose is. And this is where this video actually comes into play. Through this video, you will understand exactly how to find your purpose. So you probably don't know who I am. My name is Andrea Poneri, and my mission is literally to become the best and freest version of myself and to help you out on that same way. So if that sounds interesting, make sure to subscribe. And by the way, I will put in the description down below the summary of this video with all the implementable steps, so you don't have to take notes. You have everything you need to implement this video down there. So imagine it was the beginning of last year, and I saw my brother starting a thing that I had never heard of before, SMMA. And I thought it was amazing because I wanted to actually start making money online too, and it seemed like this perfect opportunity. But I didn't just want to make money online just for the sake of doing money. I wanted to be free. I wanted to feel independent. I didn't like being dependent from others, and more importantly, I wanted to free my mother from the job she hated. So I started to watch hundreds, literally hundreds and hundreds of SMMA YouTube videos, thinking that I was making progress because I was making the summary of the video. You know, I was writing down the actionable steps. But if you've watched some SMMA YouTube videos, you probably know that SMMA YouTubers are fucking so amazing at talking for 10, 20, 30 minutes straight without ever giving you what you want. I always arrived at the end of every video thinking, yeah, I got a lot of information, but I didn't know how to implement it. And so if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go and watch a Imangazzi YouTube video and you will understand immediately what I'm talking about. So imagine it was 1 year later actually, and I was actually starting to send out some cold emails and do some cold calls thinking that I was making progress. I was starting to try to understand how I could actually help the niche that I had decided to help. But the thing is that I had zero motivation. I woke up thinking, I'll have to send those emails, I'll have to cold call. I didn't have any motivation. I didn't care whatsoever about the brands I was messaging, and I didn't like the work that I was doing. I felt that I was just trading my time for money. Actually, just in hope for getting money in the future, because I was not making money yet. But I didn't want to give up on my goals. I wanted to be financially free. I wanted to feel independent from others financially and in every other aspect of my life. And I wanted to help my mother. I wanted to free her from the job she hated. And it's in that moment that Alex Hormozi introduced me to that idea that we should only play games that are worth winning. And so I started questioning my life, started questioning my SMMA, and I realized that even if I would be successful with SMMA, it would be empty. I would feel disappointed. It would not give me the satisfaction and happiness and the things that I actually wanted it to give me. It was not a game worth winning because I was not doing what I loved doing, and I was not creating the impact that I wanted to have. I was just trading my time in hope for future money. And so I started to questioning myself about my purpose. I started to read about it, and journaling session after journaling session after journaling session. I started to kind of understand what it was. Then one day, bro, one day I laid back. I have literally found it, bro. This is it. You have no clue what a relief I felt inside. And from that day on, literally everything changed. Everything. So now we finally come to how to find out your purpose. And as I said at the beginning of this video, my definition of purpose has three aspects: the goal, the impact, and the work. So I start by defining my goal very simply because it makes no sense to ask ourselves how to achieve something if we don't yet know what we want to achieve. Makes sense, right? So personally, I ask myself many questions, but the three ones that I have identified that helped me the most to find out my main goal in life were the following ones. So the first question is, what is the thing that would literally transform my life into an ongoing and joyful holiday? Second question, what am I literally obsessed about? What is the thing that I cannot get out of my head, that I cannot accept a life without? And the third question that I asked myself was, what do I really deep down want? No, really deep down want. And what I recommend you to do for defining your goal, your impact, and your work, I recommend you to take some time just for yourself without any distractions. You go outside or you close yourself in the room, you take out your journal or a piece of paper and start asking yourself these questions and write down the things that actually come into your mind. Then we come to the second step, identifying the impact that you want to have on this world. And here I've identified some other questions, the ones that helped me the most. So the first one is, who would I love to help? Who is the kind of people that I care the most about? Then ask yourself, what is the thing that changed your life that you could give to others? That you know that could change other people's life? What are you absolutely 100% passionate about? And then the fourth question is, what is the impact that you would be proud to leave behind to this world? So imagine yourself being on your deathbed and ask yourself, what would I need to have done in order to make me proud of what I leave behind to this world? Now that you know what you want to achieve and the impact that you want to create, the third step is to also identify what you love doing so that every single day becomes a holiday. And here I ask myself some other questions. So how might this goal be achieved and this impact created? What do I literally love doing? What is a thing that feels like a hobby but is actually kind of like work? It's something that I could get paid for but feels like a hobby. And here the key is to try out as many things as you possibly can. And then when you feel that you have found something that inspires you every single day with motivation, that you don't have to motivate yourself to go back to work, that you feel full of energy, even though you work the whole day long, you feel full of energy, then you've probably found the right way for you. And now I know what you may be thinking, yeah, maybe I don't have a purpose, but it will take a lot of time, but I don't know, it sounds so complicated. And keep in mind that I had those same thoughts too. Literally, when I was thinking about my purpose, after some journaling session, I started to ask myself, yeah, but maybe I don't have a purpose. But let me tell you what I think. I'm 100% sure that you have a goal, a thing that you really want in your life. I also know that there is something that you would like to leave back to this world, an impact that you would love to create. And I am 100% sure of the fact that you also have something that you love doing, that you're really good at, and that feels like a hobby. I'm 100% sure of that, and there is a reason why so many important characters like Alex Hormozy, Hamza Ahmed, David Deida in his book The Way of the Superior Man, Vadim Zeland in Transurfing Reality, and also the guy who wrote the 48 Laws of Power, they all talk about purpose. There is a reason behind of that. And personally, I've seen that when I found out mine, everything changed, because very simply, every single day I was doing things that I love doing, so I didn't need to motivate myself. I felt full, I felt satisfied, because I was creating things that I actually wanted to create, that I was proud of doing. And all that on the way towards achieving my dream life. How amazing is that, bro? How amazing is that? So finding my purpose has literally been the most important thing I found out in the last year, in the last 2 years, hands down, without even having to think about it. And so if this video actually helped you on the way towards becoming the best version of yourself, make sure to subscribe, very simply because otherwise you will miss on my future videos. And now remember the most important thing: we could literally die here and now, today. So why not living like it? Why not being who you want to be, bro? Doing what we want to do. And most importantly, bro, feeling every single moment to 100%. I wish you all the best, and see you in the next video, bro.